Hi there, it's Llarold. Today I'm going to talk about the revamped leveling experience with patch 7.3.5. When I first started working on this video, I had planned to end by talking about some potential changes to the Recruit a Friend system I thought Blizzard should consider implementing. Right around the time I'd finished writing up my outline, I saw a blue post detailing how Blizzard had already removed the triple XP bonus from Recruit a Friend and replaced it with a flat 50% XP bonus that doesn't stack with heirlooms. Understandably, this got a really negative reaction from some of the members of the community. Yeah, it's a bummer. Alright, let's move on to something more positive. The leveling revamp in patch 7.3.5. I started leveling a couple of new characters in the past week, and if I'm honest, I wasn't super excited about the process at first. I haven't leveled a new character since Mists of Pandaria, I think. And I really haven't missed leveling new characters at all with all the content that's available in Legion. That said, it's actually been a really enjoyable experience. Much more so than I expected. The thing I've heard people point out most commonly is that mobs are way sturdier, and that's true to an extent. Some specs are still able to one-shot mobs when they're fully heirloomed out, but as levels rise and health values go up, you do need to use at least some small semblance of a skill rotation against each enemy you face. The increases to mob health and damage have actually created a couple of touchy situations in which I pulled too many mobs and had to lean on a bit of fancy footwork, defensive skill usage, and so on to deal with the mess I'd put myself in. It was fun, and I'm definitely having more fun with the nuts and bolts of killing dudes and doing quests to level up than I ever did before. But that's really not the best part. The best part is that after the initial startup zone, you basically have free reign over how and where you want to level. Because zones and quests scale exactly like Legion content, you never outlevel anything until the point where you need to head to a new continent. Every vanilla zone outside of the intro zones is doable up to level 60. Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King zones run from 58 to 80. Cataclysm and Mists of Pandaria zones run from 80 to 90, and Warlords is still mostly the same, but you can't outlevel zones anymore. This makes Gorgrond basically the greatest leveling zone the game's ever seen. To be clear, there are still minimum level requirements on zones, so I can't make an undead character, run straight out of Death Knell at level 1, hop a Zeppelin to Orgrimmar and head to Silithus, gaining probably like 5 to 15 levels in exploration XP along the way. Instead, Silithus and other max level zones in vanilla content have a minimum level requirement of 40, which is way down from the mid-50s where it used to be. Dungeons aren't the massively overpowered XP dispensaries they used to be before either, but they're still decent sources of XP, and an organized group can carve through one of them really quickly, so they're still a valid option. Questing and leveling exclusively through zones works totally fine, and while there are some zones full of quests I hate, Ashenvale sticks out as a real strong example. The ability to do a zone I love, after a zone I love, after a zone I love, after a zone I love is really making this into a real fun time. Because the leveling experience is so much more efficient, XP values from levels 1 through 60 were increased pretty substantially. Some levels were bumped up by as much as 60% from levels 20 through 40. My initial response to this was to get really angry and yell stuff like, why is Blizzard making the leveling process so much slower when there's a new expansion coming along? This is stupid! That sort of thing. But in experiencing it and actually playing through it, you really don't even notice. All the time that you used to spend running from zone to zone looking for efficient quest hubs and then doing quests until you lose out on XP because you outleveled your efficient quest hub, that's basically all gone. Now you just quest, and you get to experience the world of Warcraft without feeling bad about being inefficient. I like that. I'm looking forward to leveling through Storm Peaks, a zone I barely even remember questing in. I wonder if I'll enjoy it. I guess we'll see. I really just wanted to make this video because of how much I've been enjoying the leveling experience. I've thought it's something the game has needed for years and years now, and I'm glad it's finally here and that we didn't have to wait for an expansion release to get it. Well, I think that about covers it. We are still trying to reach the 1,000 subscriber mark for YouTube partnership, so if you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe. We've had a lot of great support in the past month, and we just want to keep things rolling along as we head through Legion and move on toward Battle for Azeroth. Thanks for watching. Bye.